In 2019, Ferrari announced a partnership with the private jet company VistaJet, which would fly around its Scuderia Ferrari drivers. Now the partnership continues, and Carlos Sainz Jr. just gave us a good look at the interior of the luxury jet while he was on his way to Bahrain with teammate Charles Leclerc. On his way to Bahrain for pre-season testing, the Ferrari Spanish driver took to social media to give us a look at how he and Leclerc travel through the season on a VistaJet private aircraft. Today, we'll be talking about the luxurious private jet of Ferrari for F1 drivers. Ferrari and VistaJet announced their partnership in 2019, and the decision to collaborate with the team isn't random. VistaJet's founder and chairman, Thomas Flohr, was also a racer himself as an official driver in the FIA WEC. So he knows what the team needs when it comes to transportation. Private jets are supposed to improve the efficiency of travel and make sure the drivers are comfortable while traveling the world from one race to the other. Carlos Sainz Jr.'s short video posted on his Instagram stories started before boarding the plane. On board, we can see comfortable beige leather seats and two divans that turn into beds, allowing the two Ferrari drivers to rest comfortably while they're up in the air. He also gave us a short look at the cockpit while continuing with the tour. In 2020, VistaJet signed an agreement to fly professional and amateur Ferrari drivers to international races from any country in the world. Vista Global, the parent of VistaJet and XO, says its private jets will create a safety bubble for drivers between their homes and international GT races and prancing horse monobrand championships. The Ferrari 488 GTE and 488 GT3 cars race in more than 20 international championships all over the world, while the 488 Challenge Evo competes in the Ferrari Challenge Series in Europe, North America, and Asia. The race takes place all 12 months of the year, involving hundreds of participants, including the best professional and amateur drivers. Racing has been a passion of mine for years, says Thomas Flohr, Vista Global founder and chairman, in a statement. Alongside my team, I have experienced firsthand the demands of racing and the intense focus required to consistently deliver a winning performance. Flohr said that he was excited to be able to support all Ferrari drivers to get where they need to be for the different global events. We plan to get them there safely and in optimal condition so they can focus on what is most important, the competition and performance on track. In an industry where speed and efficiency are fundamental, VistaJet is supporting the team with travel between races throughout the 2021 Formula One season. This will allow the Scuderia Ferrari team to further utilize time off track and arrive in optimum condition, VistaJet states. With often only days between Grand Prix, the team faces challenging timelines. VistaJet places the utmost importance on service and operational excellence. On its own fleet of over 70 aircraft, VistaJet have completed over 190,300 flights globally, safely flying over 472,000 passengers to more than 1,900 airports worldwide. While there are drivers who get carried by private jets, there are others who have their own. F1 stars who own private jets. A familiar Formula One name in aviation is Andreas Nikolaus "Niki" Lauda. The former racing driver and entrepreneur was an influential force across the board before his passing 2 years ago. Along with the founding of various aviation enterprises, he was a fan of private jets. An aircraft that the legend acquired was the first Bombardier Global 7500 delivered to Europe. Other jets that he owned and flew included a Global 6000, Global 5000, and Challenger 300. Nonetheless, Lauda wasn't alone in his affection for private jets. Drivers across Formula One have tried their hand at holding their own units even up until recent times. Before selling his private jet in favor of a more sustainable approach, Lewis Hamilton flew a Bombardier CL600 2B16 Challenger 605. This plane was registered as GLCDH, standing for Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton, when flying with the seven-time world champion. It was well publicized in 2017 that Hamilton was given a £3.3 million VAT refund on the £15.5 million jet when the plane was imported into the Isle of Man in 2013. This move was revealed as part of the infamous Paradise Papers documents. At the end of last year, Red Bull's Max Verstappen purchased a Dassault Falcon 900 EX. MVGAL was brought from none other than Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic, and the flights are now conducted by Dutch private company Xero. According to globalair.com, this trijet has a maximum range of 4,725 nautical miles and a maximum speed of 482 knots, 893 kilometers per hour. Even the bosses themselves get involved. According to Air Charter Service, Daniel Ricciardo shared that his most exciting air journey was when businessman Dietrich Mateschitz flew him back from a Grand Prix in a Cessna Citation Bravo aircraft. Mateschitz piloted the aircraft himself, while Ricciardo enjoyed the luxuries on board. Speaking of bosses, former Formula One Group Chief Executive Bernie Ecclestone is also the owner of a private jet aircraft. He holds a Dassault Falcon 7X private jet with registration N999BE. This trijet was first delivered in 2008 and can serve up to 16 passengers to a range of up to 5,950 nautical miles. So this brings us to the conclusion of today's video. Let us know how you liked the video on the wonderful private jet of Ferrari in the comments below. Till then, hope to see you in another video.